Thank you for the readers who let me know about this and the person who's got the same name as me who sent the link in. Thank you. Watch this.
Well, I am thrilled to be back in Tupelo. I love Tupelo. Home of thousands of hard-working American patriots and the proud birthplace of the king of rock and roll, Elvis. Elvis! We love Elvis. I shouldn't say this. You'll say I'm very conceited, because I'm not. But other than the blonde hair, when I was growing up, they said I looked like Elvis. You see that? Did you believe it? I always consider that a great compliment. We love Elvis, don't we?
When I was watching this piece of video, it just doesn't look right to me. There's a man standing behind the president with that phone there with the sort of greeny grey top. And I just don't think it looks right. Even though they've got his arm, you know, crumpled in a bit, how could that person's hand look like that when he's behind the president? I don't know what we're looking at here. I don't know what they're doing, but that doesn't look real. And that, you know, as they love to show everybody smaller when they're inches away. Remember the Watts case? They did it there. Inches away and someone was smaller. That to me just does not look right. That podium doesn't look right either, does it? But it just doesn't look right. And I mean, look at his jacket. Where's his arm? What? I don't know. It doesn't look right, does it? You can see that person's hand like that. The way it is. And he looks there a bit more like Bush. Anyway, just look. I wondered whether he was standing in front of it and it was a screen behind. But I don't know how they're doing it. But it just looks like a cartoon to me. Doesn't even look like him now. Looks more like the Captain Kirk one. But anyway, look at his jacket there. Just look at it. That is something wrong with this footage. It's so hard to get your head round this. I don't even know how they're quite doing it. Really, I don't. But they do. And they really do. But another member asked me to look at Obarma and Bin Laden and Obarma. And I was a bit shocked. Actually, I think I knew already, you know, there are things that these people have that are the same, which is just impossible. Yeah, don't worry about the ears and the rest. They can do anything. I mean, who actually met Bin Laden, hey? Who of us met him to know that he was a real person? And everybody knows that story, that after all he was a CIA agent, put in there on purpose. But I started looking at this, these pictures of Obarma and Bin Laden, and they are quite similar. I mean, even those marks on their face. But if you imagine that they're not quite angled the same, like his eyes, Bin Laden's are looking slightly to the left and Obama's are looking straight ahead. So it's very hard to actually match in, but I was like, do my little manoeuvring, and yeah, it becomes quite apparent that they actually, when you put their faces on, I mean, when you actually look at Bin Laden's eyebrows, they look quite, manicured compared to Obama's, but the faces, it takes a little while, because don't forget their eyes aren't quite looking the same. So it takes me a little bit of time I have to match up. If I can't match up the eyes. There you go. It's coming. Just about. It locks on with a colour. Like there. When it's two, it's just, when you lock it in. I mean, in a sense, they don't look alike at all, do they? But in another sense, I saw all the videos with everybody saying that they were the same people. But I mean, who met Bin Laden to say whether he was real or not? Or he was just a deep fake. But anyway, so Obama does look quite like him. And then, I don't know if everybody's aware, but there isn't just one Trump, there's 2 or 3 Trumps. And I put Captain Kirk over the top. I mean, his face changes quite weird. It's not the best picture of him, but it's quite hard to get exactly the same angle. I'm looking for the same angle look and head and everything like that. So this was more or less the closest, although they're not quite the same, but they also match up. I don't know if people are aware, but there's about 3 or 4 Trumps. I've seen someone else in him on some of those videos. There's someone else as well that deep fakes with him. I just can't work out if any of these people are real or they're all deep faked in, because even when you put a picture on top of another picture and you move the picture around a little bit, the one on top to the one on below, their faces change all the time. So if I can do this just editing on my video thing, then imagine what they can do, you know? Okay, Obarma is smiling, Bin Laden isn't. But you can see how his face goes in him. I mean, it's a picture of Bin Laden than we do of Obarma. They're more clear on Bin Laden than they are on Obarma. But when you move him around and then I put him back so you can see it's 2 people, he fits in, quite distinctly fits in with the other person. Yeah, so what's everybody's thoughts then? Probably could do with a tiny bit more tweaking. Just to go back over this bit, we know that's a picture, well, we think we know it's William Shatner. When you place it over top of another picture, you've got Trump, and then putting that other picture on top, just a picture. I mean, he could be a Russian KGB officer now. Do you see what I mean? How his face has changed. I mean, that doesn't even look like him, does it? That looks like someone else now. Because that is, well, Trump and Captain Kirk put together. It's Captain Kirk. And you're messing around on here by placing one over the top. You make a different face. This is how they're doing it. They're doing it much better than me, but that's kind of what they're doing. And I just wanted to add that bit.